What are our closing costs? Stay tuned to find out. Real estate closing costs are basically the cost of doing business. They typically include various fees and charges that are incurred getting the transaction to the settlement table and the settlement itself. There's no one definition of what's included in closing costs because they vary based on the type of transaction and the location. Some of the more typical costs include: first, the fees related to the mortgage. If there's a mortgage involved, there's going to be loan-related fees, such as origination points, appraisal fees, credit report fees, and mortgage application fees. Second, title-related fees. These fees include charges for title search, title insurance, title examination, which are conducted to ensure that the property has a clear and marketable title. Third, attorney or closing agent fees. Many real estate transactions require the services of an attorney or a closing agent who oversees the closing process. Their fees may include document preparation, title review, and other legal services. Now, of course, we can't forget the real estate agents. After all, we deserve to be paid too. These are typically included in closing costs, either on the seller side and or the buyer side. Kind of depends. Next, recording fees. These fees are charged by the local government for recording the deed and other documents related to the transfer of the property. These are usually done at the courthouse. Fifth, property taxes. Taxes are typically prorated at closing, with the buyer reimbursing the seller for any unpaid taxes. Fifth, property taxes. Property taxes are typically prorated at closing, with the buyer reimbursing the seller for any prepaid taxes or the seller crediting the buyer for any unpaid taxes. Sixth, homeowners association fees. If there's an HOA, the buyer may be required to pay prorated HOA fees at closing. Prepaid expenses. The buyer may need to prepay certain expenses such as property insurance, mortgage interest, and set up other escrow accounts for taxes and insurance. Inspection fees. Now, while most inspection fees are typically paid at the time of service, sometimes home warranties can be collected at settlement. Fifth, we've always got that catch-all bucket, miscellaneous. These miscellaneous fees may include courier fees, wire transfer fees, and notary fees. Now, closing costs can add another 2 to 5% to the cost of the transaction, and they should not be taken lightly. If you're considering buying or selling real estate in Pennsylvania, reach out to me and we can discuss what closing costs you can expect to pay. Thanks for watching, and make it a great day.